Hey guys, welcome to another news breakdown here on Soto Pop. Alright, as always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos, and today we really only have one bit of news, and that comes to us from the Soto Candy Toy blog. And it's our first look at what's going to be in the second wave, or AI02 of Kamen Rider 01, and it's Flaming Tiger. So let's dive right into what this dude looks like, what the suit is all up to. First off, as usual, we got our looks at the paint. Again, looking great. Weirdly, this time we didn't get a side-by-side comparison, but you know, you could probably piece it together yourself. On top of that, we have a look at the sticker detail, the belt, the sides of the legs, and the rising hopper face on the forearm are all rendered beautifully in the sticker detail. Again, minimal as usual. We didn't get the side by side, but you can tell. But if you'll notice, the hands, they are slightly different. This time they're going to be molded in red plastic. Now, the main base body itself comes with its own set of hands, so this is definitely coming in the armor set itself. On top of that, since this is Flaming Tiger, it has the etchings for the flamethrower piece in the hand. And they also wanted to note about the red plastic. They chose this because it's more accurate to the show. There's a lot more red, like it's predominantly red. The hands are for Flaming Tiger rather than black, so they wanted to give us this hand option. But that's not the only hand option they gave us. They gave us something pretty big, and it's this. We get our first, like, I don't know what sort of hand motion you'd call it, but it's like a flat out, like, stop hand. And this looks really good. The last time we got a few, I guess, variant hands was in Geo, when we had the two various pointing hands, and Gates's flat hand, but now we have a brand new, like, pushed back sort of hand. This looks fantastic, and it works really well with the figure. You can get him in various poses, and I don't know, it just really complements this figure in particular. So you may be wondering, how many hands is that? Well, that is about 5 sets of hands, 10 total. And you might also be wondering, how am I possibly going to store all this? Oh, by the way, we get a red version of the Holdy Thing's hands, so don't worry about that. So how are we going to store this, was the question. And well, we are asking it because there are only about 3 spots for hands, or spots for 3 sets of hands. So their solution to this issue is this thing. It's like a strut. They called it in Google Translate the wrist Sasser. Basically, what you can do is you can store up to 3 hands on it and then plug it right into the stand itself. Now, it stores 3 hands, not because it uses an existing, like, hand port, but actually I have no idea. I don't quite know why. I'm waiting on the translations for that, because this week Google Translate was particularly fussy. But yeah, you can technically store up to 4 sets of hands, and then plus 1 more random hand, and then you just put the rest of them on the body itself. So this works out perfectly. And then this is our full wave layout. So not full, this is only for him, but again, we're missing the numbers, so this is probably not going to be, like, we're probably not going to get that until the very end. And considering that this guy does not come with any weaponry, that's probably why they were able to throw in 3 extra sets of hands, and this, like, extra hand strut. And again, the hand strut I want to talk about is something that I did not think that they would give us. Like, there are a lot of times in Geo and Build where there's not enough room for all your accessories and all your hand options on your stand, and they listened, they heard, and they responded. They're giving us as many as we need, at least for a Flaming Tiger at this junction. But that's, I guess, that's about it for the blog post. There was, however, a teaser for next week, and that would be this mess. It's Google translated, but I have a feeling it's going to be the first public open, our first look at the Shodo Chronicle O's figures. That's about 2 months out from its release, so it makes sense that they'd be showing them off now, and maybe they actually do, you know, have in-hand stuff finally. So it'd be nice to see what all it can do and how the separation works, because we haven't technically seen it in motion and seen the pieces, so I'm looking forward to what's coming up. Another dubious thing is that we didn't get another update on another. I thought that we were continuing our look at that, but sadly it's just Flaming Tiger this episode. So yeah, that's it. And if you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Let me know in the comments if you're looking forward to Rushing Tiger, if you would wanted a different one, say, you know, the Freezing Bear one, or any other reveals this time around, and if you're looking forward to shodo-o's. Also, don't forget, tomorrow is another episode of the Shodo Pop Podcast going up on this channel, so go ahead and check that out. Also, we are on a brand new platform for our audio. The podcast is actually available on Spotify now. It's only the first 10-ish episodes at the time of this recording. In the future, it may be different. Hopefully different. Hopefully it's caught up. But I'm going through the process of uploading all of them. So if you want to go back and listen to one of the first 10, there are sponsor spots in there now. If you want to give them a listen, the links to that are in the description down below. And we are also in the process of constructing a Discord server for those of you who listened to last week's episode of the Shodo Pop Podcast and responded to the Twitter poll about wanting one. We are in the process of making that. At the time of this recording, it's not done. Hopefully by tomorrow or the next day, sometime soon, it should be ready. Just keep looking at our Twitter. And yeah, that should be it. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.